Hey guys, we're back and we're moving on. Now to the NFL, the viewer question. Okay.
All right. Recover. Let's go.
Right.
Scott, remember that?
Yeah.
Hey guys, we're back and we're moving on to those viewer questions that we promised you. Now we have a question from Peter from New York. He asked you guys, who is the best quarterback left remaining in the playoffs?
Well, I mean, it's got to be Mark Sanchez. I mean,
No, I think it's basically saying Big Ben or Aaron Rodgers. I think
you're gonna throw Jay Cutler in there a little bit.
Yeah, maybe.
Give him a little credit.
I think in a couple years this could be Aaron Rodgers' league. This guy might be one of the best quarterbacks. In 5 years down the road, when Brady and Manning start getting out of here, and Breeze maybe, I think it's gonna be Aaron Rodgers, Phillip Rivers, Matt Ryan's time. I think Aaron Rodgers might be the top right there.
Not the youngest person to be at this point.
It's starting his sixth year, even though it's only his third year starting, whatever. But right now, I'm going Big Ben. This guy's a terrific experience, great in the playoffs.
That's the only reason I would go with Big Ben over Rodgers is his experience.
No, best playoff quarterback right now is Big Ben.
Best quarterback overall, I would give to Rodgers, but
I'm still going Big Ben. I'm saying down the road, I think Rodgers could eclipse him. But right now, as far as leadership goes, as far as demanding a 2-minute drill, everything all together, demanding that offense, leading that offense, I think it's Big Ben right now.
What I'm saying, like, if this was a regular season, I would go Rodgers over Ben. But for the playoffs, I want Ben all the way.
Alright, I disagree a little bit.
Think about what Rodgers did this season without a running game.
Yeah.
Big Ben's had that running game. And Rodgers still put up.
I want that experience, though. Big Ben's...
But experience comes in the playoffs. I mean, you look at Sam Bradford, and he look what he did with the Rams.
No doubt, in a couple years, I think Aaron Rodgers is going to be... I know Aaron Rodgers is eventually going to eclipse him, but right now, that's the question. I'm going to go Big Ben.
Yeah.
All right.
We could see in the Super Bowl.
Yeah. I'd love to see that.
I'm hoping for that, obviously.
All right, moving on to the next viewer question. Jason from San Diego asks, is Brady in the Manning era over? No. Is the Brady and Manning era over?
No, I think they still got more in their tank. I think their legacies are falling a little bit in these playoffs. I think they needed a couple more wins.
I think this year Peyton's legacy fell off. I don't know about Brady's.
No, this guy's going to still win the MVP no matter what. I think he just had. I don't think he had good enough offense around him. I don't think he had the deep threat. I don't think he had the running game around him.
Talking about Brady?
Yeah, Brady. If he had a Pittsburgh offense or even a Colts offense, I think he might have been done better. I think the Manning era might be falling a little bit. I think Brady's still got another 3 to 4 years left.
It's at the end.
Oh yeah, they're definitely on the decline.
No, I'm saying Manning's.
Yeah,
he's at the end, but I think he still has another year or two left.
I think Brady's past his prime too.
And we also found out that Brady had that broken foot.
Yep, he had that broken foot.
So
he's playing, but it wasn't like he just played for that game. He played that ever since the Ravens game. Which
I mean, every week it gets worse and worse. It's a stress fracture, so the more you use it, the worse it gets.
That's true, but
that's not an excuse. But I'm just saying.
Yep.
That shows how he is. You know, he's a really.
But I think if you're looking at Brady and Manning, I'd still say they're the best. They're 1-2 right now, for another 2-3 years. But once you get 3-4, I think they had around 3 to 4 more years of good elite play. And then maybe they might change. Manning might change. I don't think they'll change teams, but if they do, they pull a Brett Favre thing. I mean, nobody thought Brett Favre would leave the Green Bay. I don't think they're going to do that.
I don't think Tom Brady. Manning maybe. I don't think Brady would ever do that.
Why?
I just don't.
I think they're about equal.
It's Brady and Belichick. You know.
Yeah, but it's Manning and the Colts. I mean, all Indy has is Peyton Manning. They don't have much sports over there. They don't even know what a cell phone is over there. All they have is Peyton Manning.
I know, but Tom Brady and Bill Belichick's relationship, I don't think Brady would leave.
We'll see. Maybe Belichick's getting up there too. Maybe he retires. We'll see. But as far as
I think he'll be like a Joe Paterno.
He'll still be there.
90 years old, still coaching.
105. Yeah.
I don't think Belichick will ever walk away from football until he's forced to. He loves it too much, but...
All right, moving on. NFL awards are coming out soon, and we'll make some predictions here. Well, we're going to start with the offensive and defensive Rookie of the Year awards. Who would like to take it first?
I'll take it. I think Sam Bradford's a lock for offensive Rookie of the Year. This guy surprised a lot of people. They should have won that division. He needed a little bit more offense. I mean, all he has is Steven Jackson behind him. If he had some...
Don't forget, he lost both his top wide receivers, too.
Torrey Holt, yeah.
No, they had the injuries the injury in the preseason to, was it Avery?
I forgot we even had Torrey Holt. Like,
Well, Torrey Holt was on the Jaguars. What are you saying? I mean,
No, they just lost 2 solid receivers.
oh, yeah, the Ram, yeah,
Yeah.
Avery, yeah.
Avery and I can't remember the other guy.
I forget too, but I mean, he had some guys, Amendola, Robinson, Steven Jackson behind him, Bahima. But I mean, he surprised a lot of people. I think this guy's going to be there.
Was it Robinson? No.
It might have been. I forget.
I-
This
I
guy's going to be
can't
there for the next 10
But I mean,
years. So.
he lost 2 solid receivers and he still put up those
Yeah,
numbers.
I think this guy could.
He's a lock.
I mean, if Matt Castle makes the Pro Bowl, I think this guy's going to have some serious Pro Bowls coming up.
And I don't think there's any doubt on the defensive side either. It has to be Devin McCourty.
Oh, absolutely not. I think it might be Ndamukong Suh. I think he might be the guy. Joe Hayden has had a great year too. I would be surprised if Devin McCourty. He was played shutdown corner. I put him as top 5 corner in this league right now after that season. And Ndamukong Suh.
People were putting him up there, right after
This guy
Revis.
was serious. This guy had a serious motor. I think defensive tackles get a lot more attention than the cornerback. So I think some people.
Mark Clayton.
I think some people are going to vote for Ndamukong Suh. I might think about giving him to McCourty, but I think Suh's going to take this down. This guy's going to be a threat for a long, long time.
Yeah, but I mean, when you're playing where Sue plays, it's a little easier. Playing cornerback, it's
In Bill
tough.
Belichick's scheme too. Yeah,
He became the #1 corner as a rookie.
Yeah, but Detroit needed some defensive leadership, and their defense didn't look too bad.
The
with
Patriots
Suh.
needed it.
Yeah, I think Sue carried. I mean, the Patriots got Jerome Mayo, they got Vince Wilfork. He didn't need to step up knowing Lee Bonner went down, but I think Detroit really needed that spark plug. I think if Sue gave it to him, I'd give it to Sue.
I'm giving it to McCourty.
All right.
All right. Now moving on to the Coach of the Year award.
Yeah. This is a good one. I mean, there could be Raheem Morris, even Bill Belichick. I'm giving it to Todd Haley of the Chiefs. What he's done with that Chiefs team.
Couldn't agree more.
Yeah, I think that offense and that defense was below average to start the season. I think with Charlie Weiss and Romeo Crennel there, looking over his shoulder. I mean,
Matt Castle, Pro Bowl.
Yeah, Matt Castle Pro Bowl.
He's taking Brady's spot, which I think is kind of funny. Brady
that
gets
is
hurt,
funny.
and then Matt Castle comes in yet again.
Yeah, but Todd Haley, he's actually pushed Charlie Weiss up that team. I think he's done such a great job with that offense. I think he's going to be there for a long time in the Chiefs organization. I think they're happy to have him over.
I think you. All right. No, never mind.
What are you gonna say?
I was gonna say the Chiefs. That's a good pick. The Chiefs.
Todd Haley.
Yeah. Because Matt Castle really doesn't have anybody to throw to other than Dwayne Bowe.
Yeah.
I mean.
Well, you can say that about a lot of players, but but what you're saying, the Chiefs, they won 11-4, whatever. I mean, 11-5. Yeah,
it's like a breakdown of the top 2 quarterbacks. Tom Brady threw. I know he threw only 1 pick, but he didn't look good the whole game. And then Matt Castle, he threw 5 picks the whole season. He
had a really great season
He
too.
just collapsed.
But
and going into halftime, they were looking good.
Yeah.
It was like 7-0, and then all of a
What
sudden.
Todd Haley? I mean, the running backs had huge years. Matt Castle didn't.
I think Rex Ryan deserves a little credit here too.
No, not with that team. He himself said.
I know. I'm not giving it to him over the Chiefs. I'm just saying he deserves a shout out.
Yeah, he does too.
He did do a very good job.
There's a lot of-
as much as I hate to admit it.
Lovie Smith of the Bears.
Yeah.
Mike McCarthy of the Packers.
There's way too many.
There's a lot. I think what they did with that team to get
The Chiefs had nothing.
Yeah, the Chiefs had nothing. In Oakland too, but I give it to Haley.
Yeah, I know. You look at the running backs, and Jamal Charles, he was in the top 3, right?
Something like that. Yep.
Yeah, he had
Thomas Jones.
1,300 yards. Thomas Jones still had 896 yards. Close to
Haley
900.
kept that playbook.
That's ridiculous.
He kept that playbook running back centric, and he rolled with that the whole entire season.
And he didn't overuse Castle.
Nope, he didn't.
Castle doesn't have a lot of experience.
He brought Bo back into this. Mobiaki, this team was great.
Bo had 15 touchdowns.
Who's serious?
All right, moving on. Defensive Player of the Year award.
Well,
It could. What do you say?
Those are rookie.
yeah, I forgot.
Yeah. Defensive Player of the Year. I mean, you have to look at Clay Matthews. Julius Peppers is there too. Haloti Nana. I'll give it to Clay Matthews. I mean, this guy might get some MVP consideration. This guy was terrific. 14 sacks in that Packers defense. He's that really leader in that defense. Brought that whole defense together. I'll give it to Clay Matthews.
You're not
14
giving it to
sacks.
Revis?
Revis. I mean, he missed 5 games because the holdout. That
True.
yeah.
I'm not going against you. I'm going with Clay Matthews.
Yeah,
too,
Jerome Revis, I'd say, might be the best defensive player, but because of missing those 5 games, I'll give it to Clay Matthews.
You know, that family's a great family, too, the Matthews family.
Yeah.
You know,
Guy from Oregon, too, Casey Matthews.
Yeah, I was just going to say, Casey Matthews, their father played.
Yeah.
You know.
He looked Oregon, too.
Their father was Clay Matthews, too, wasn't he?
I don't know.
I think his name was Clay Matthews.
But Casey Matthews had a great
He's going to be probably a top 10 pick.
Casey Matthews?
Maybe.
I don't think top 10.
Top 10, top 15? First round at least.
First round, maybe.
I mean, from what I saw in that championship game,
That was serious.
he was dominating.
But Clay Matthews is going to be one of the best defensive players for a long time.
Yeah.
All right, and finally, MVP award.
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
Let's see, Brett Favre? No, Vince Young. No, it's Tom Brady.
Okay.
I don't know. I might have to go with Matt Moore.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Mike Vick was there, Phillip Rivers was there, Matt Ryan, Ronnie White. But Tom Brady, what he did the second half, leading that team.
I think Vic was hand in hand with him for a while, but then at the end of the season, Brady just ran away with it.
Brady took over.
So
it was his thing to lose, and he didn't lose it. I'll give it to Brady.
I think Vic has the potential for next year, though.
If he stays with the Eagles, he's a free agent. That's going to be a huge contract, Vic. But I think the Eagles are going to have to keep him.
I say they slapped the franchise tag on him.
He wants to stay in the Eagles. I don't think he'll mind that.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to NBA. I am not this good. I'm not that good.
Mikhail Prokhorov of the Nets announced they are no longer pursuing Melo.
Okay. Do you buy it?
I actually don't buy this. I think
No.
I think they're just drawing media attention away from him. I think this is a great move by Prokhorov. I think they might be still doing backdoor deals right now and trying to grab Melo. I mean, Melo wants to leave. He's either going to the Knicks or the Nets. And why would he just give him the Knicks? They're in the same division. I think Prokhorov is just trying his best just to try to get the media off of it right now.
And try to spark a little from Denver, you know?
Yeah, it might have hit a little bit of stall. That might have been the only problem. So I think Prokhorov's doing a pretty good job. Maybe letting the Knicks go into it. But I mean, what the Nets had to offer, I don't think Denver's going to pass it up. And as soon as Prokhorov pulls the trigger, I think Melo's going to be in New Jersey. Brooklyn soon.
Yeah, I mean, the Knicks want him, but I don't think the players want him. Like I said this last week,
Yeah,
especially
I think
Amari.
Amari's starting on his team right now. This guy's
He's pretty much
MVP
like
talk.
He's pretty much like the GM of that team.
Right now, I mean, this guy hasn't had a lower than 20-point game, and I just looked it up, like 20 games right now. He's had over 20 points in like 20 games. This guy, with him, Raymond Felton, a 1-2 duo right now. They're both like all-stars.
They're
right
a little
now.
bit scary.
Yeah, they are.
I mean,
And the Knicks are scary with Danilo Gallinari, Wilson Chandler, and D'Antoni running that club. I think this team could actually do some damage in the playoffs.
I think the Celtics should go out and get Melo. That would just be awesome. But
Yeah, they don't have that cap space, so.
yeah. And where would he play? I mean, were they going to put him at center?
I think you could find somewhere if they come all the way up to the end.
Throw him on the bench, yeah.
All
Paul
right.
Pierce come off the bench?
All right. But anyways,
He's not going to the Celtics, no.
we have a viewer question. Greg from LA asks, "Is Blake Griffin the top player in the game?"
Well, coming from LA, he's probably a little biased there, but
I don't know about in the game, but
He's a beast. If you want to,
Could be a Lakers fan.
definition of a beast could be Blake Griffin right now. I want to see him in that dunk contest. He's in the dunk contest. He's playing against McGee, Ibaka, and Brandon Jennings. I think that's going to be a runaway Blake Griffin run right there. This guy puts down ferocious dunks. I mean, not even just dunks like he'll jump over a guy and almost get hurt. This guy,
he puts his whole body on the
yeah. He has a lot of heart, puts a lot of heart into the game. I mean, he plays with heart. He's playing like he's in college right now. He's just jumping over guys. This guy's tremendous. I don't think he's the best player in the game, but I think in 5 years he could be up there. A little bit of seasoning. He's working on his three-point shot too. And if he can develop a three-point shot, I think that's the
even just a long range shot.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
kind of like a Garnett.
Kind of like with Kevin Love. They have a little battle going right now. It was Clippers versus T-Wolves earlier in the week.
Griffin clearly takes that. But
No, I disagree. Right now, I think one thing that Kevin Love has over him is that three-point shot. And if Blake Griffin develops that shot, who knows? I think he could be a top
I just
player.
don't think anyone's scared. Like I don't think Love scares people like Griffin does.
I agree.
So
We're out of time for this segment, but we'll have more on the way. MLB coming up, and if we can fit in NHL, we'll do it.